Hello everyone. It's been a while since I've done a video. I've been really busy. And so I'm sitting on my favorite mountain, Mount Shasta. I haven't been able to hike here. This is my first time in like many months because it was a lot of snow here and I couldn't take the trail. I had to take the road. Um, so that was really amazing, that I was able to come here today. I just wanted to pop up really quickly on here and talk about the things that's been happening in the world, was the sorry, there are so many ants here. They're like huge too. um the things that's been happening with the world and um with all the restrictions and um, a lot of people are struggling. And um, I've had triggers as well related to that. Each of us has something that we're working with during this time frame right now. But you know, a lot of people think of it as something bad, and they're like, "Oh, when is it gonna end?" and all of that. But in reality, it's actually really good for us because and that's again from my own knowledge and also from talking to my friends and other people. And so, what's happening since it started in March is people who've been away from work for several months. They're realizing, some of them are realizing that whatever they were doing before no longer resonates. So they're looking into alternative options, taking trainings or completely changing the way they were working in. And that even goes for people who had their own businesses. They had a dream that they always wanted to do something else, and they're pursuing their dream now, because they had that break and they were able to think about it. Um, the same is happening with families and relationships. Relationships are going through a lot of turmoil right now. And, there's like that final test, especially for the ones of us who are on the sacred relationship path. And it's a test whether we're able to hold it and get to the new earth, and leave all those energies behind and work through those energies, if that love is really true love. And so the couples who are not able to withstand those tests, they're breaking apart, which is a good thing because if, most of those people who are breaking up right now, they were meant to do that a long time ago, but they were either afraid, because they didn't want to be by themselves, they stayed in the relationship because of the kids, because of other things, but there is no love there. It's just codependency, or it's just convenient, or they're operating as roommates, and, they're wondering if they will ever find someone that they will love again. Like, who would want to be in those relationships? So, take it as a blessing. If you're the one going through that right now, if you're realizing that the person you're with right now is not the person you want to spend your life with, then leave, or do something about it, because um, we only have one life and we're here to enjoy our life. We're not here to suffer, we're here to be in love and to experience this love. So yeah. So, if you've met someone else, or if you want to meet someone else because the person you're with right now no longer resonates, then you're free to choose. The kids and other things, the work, and your friends, it doesn't matter. You just need to do what's in your heart. And and another thing that I'm noticing is people are becoming more health conscious. They're eating better, they're like trying the diets, and they're doing all those things, for themselves. They're exercising, they're spending more time in nature. which is really great because people were disconnected from nature. And we also see some animals returning to some of the places. The oceans are much better. Like my close friend who lives in Seattle, they can see the mountains now, and they weren't able to see them before because of all the smoke and the emissions. And so this is really great. People are becoming more conscious, and they value nature more. And a lot of people are actually moving away from the cities as well because they are realizing that the cities are not for them. They want to be in nature again. Some businesses are closing as well, but then new ones are going to emerge. It's just a natural process, and there's nothing bad with that. It's just something we have to withstand and go through. And I know some of us, including myself, we just don't want to like be in this negative, I would say, energy, or something that looks like a negative energy, because we have to wear the mask, we cannot travel, there's those limitations. But at the same time, we have to go through that. I mean, in order to bring the new, we have to fully destroy the old. And it's not going to be comfortable, but it's just something we have to go through. And when I was sitting on the mountain today, I received this message that no one can take your freedom away from you. You're the only one who can like give your freedom away. And even if you are having all those inconveniences right now and people telling you what to do and stuff, nobody can take my freedom away. I just have to remember that. And which was a big trigger for me with the mask. The second I would put the mask on, it's almost like I was losing my freedom. So it was a good reminder today that that's not going to happen anymore the way it did in the past, where women were suppressed and we were burnt for speaking our truths. We were hanged, we were called witches. I mean, all of that stuff, it's in the past and it's not going to happen anymore. Like, we're free to express what we want. And I mean, I would just invite you to go deep into your own soul, your own heart, and see what's there. I mean, do you really want to be distracted by what's been shown on the TV and and go with the masses, or do you really want to stay in your heart and channel your truths? Because all those things that are being shown on the TV, a lot of it is a distraction to get away from your own soul, from your own past, from your heart, because they don't want you to be in your heart. I mean, if you're in your heart, no one can control you. And the world is going to change. So all those forces, they're trying to still control it. And it's like the last attempt, but that's not going to work anymore because those templates are done. They're complete. That karma is cleared. And there's nothing they can do about it. They can implement more fear, and I mean, I don't watch the news, but I just, see a little bit of it, or I hear a little bit of it from others. And it's all, oh, sorry, they're like, those ants are all over me. They are basically, so basically, like every 5 days or so, there's a new story that's been put out there on Facebook or on social media or on the TV, to scare people, because the old story no longer does what they want to do. It no longer, holds people in fear, so they constantly have to put new stuff out there. And so it's just, again, just think about it, and don't blindly believe everything that's been out there, everything you see on the news, everything you see on social media, those videos you see even on social media. Just take a break and take a pause and connect with your heart and see what's true. Don't let anyone else control your thoughts, your emotions, your freedom. The more people are in their heart, the faster we go through this process. And, the faster we're going to be on the other side. So, yeah, I think that's all I wanted to bring. And I'm really trying to wrap it up because those huge ants are all over on me and they're biting too. Um, so yeah, I love you all, and I'm hoping you're having a really great holiday, whatever you're doing this weekend. I'm spending it on Shasta, and I'll be spending it in nature, away from people. So, yeah, love you all, and have a really amazing 4th of July.